Good morning, dear students. So I am back with this theorem now. Tangents from an external point of a circle are equal. So this point P is external point for this circle whose center is O. So from this external point, PQ and PR are two tangents. Here Q is the point of touch and R is another point of touch. So according to this statement, this PQ and PR will be equal. We have to give the proof. So first write the given things here. What is the given information? In figure, O is the center of the circle. PQ and PR are two tangents from the same point, external point P. We have to prove, we are going to show that PQ equal to PR. So we join this O with Q, center O with R, and center O with P. All these 3 points you join with O. P, Q, R you join with O. Now look at the diagram. See, this is radius and this is tangent. So this angle is 90 degree because by first theorem, radius of a circle is perpendicular to a tangent at the point of contact. This is radius and this is tangent. So this is also 90 degree angle. So now in these two triangles you see the equal things that you will see here. 90 degree angle here, this is 90 degree angle. Radius and radii of the same circle are equal only, and this is a common side for both the triangles. So triangle OQP and ORP will be congruent because right angle, hypotenuse and this side respectively equal to right angle, hypotenuse and side. By RHS congruence rule, these two triangles are congruent. So we have to write the construction step. So OR, OQ and OP are joined. So now we'll write the proof. In triangle PQO, and triangle PRO, there this angle PQO is equal to angle PRO, 90 degree each. Okay, and PO is equal to PO, common side. Then OQ is equal to OR, given radii, they are equal radius. Radii is the plural form of radius. Therefore by right angle, hypotenuse, side congruence rule, what you can say now, triangle PQO is congruent to triangle PRO. So congruent, therefore what you can say now, PQ is equal to PR, CP, CT. Hence proof. Tangents from an external point of a circle are equal. Okay, very important here. In this theorem, it is said that tangents from an external point of a circle are equally inclined to the line joining the point and the center. Meaning, this is say tangent PQ and this is tangent PR. Both are inclined towards this line which is joining the point and the center. That means if I join point O and P, I get one line here, that is OP, and towards this line, this tangent is inclined at an angle. Say if this angle is 30 degree, then this line also is inclined towards this angle, this line with the same angle. That means if it is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree. If it is 60 degree, this will be also 60 degree. If it is x degree, this will be x degree. Means these two angles are always equal. Understood now? So now if I say this angle is theta degree, then you have to say this angle also is theta degree. Theta is just a variable. What idea? So how can we prove these two, that these two are equal? Actually the proof is done here itself. Because you see, already we have shown that this triangle congruent to this triangle or not. If these two are congruent, then these two angles are also equal. Simplicity. So here itself, if you increase one more line by writing like this, angle, like this you can say QPO is equal to angle RPO. RPO. You understand? No? This RPO. So QPO is equal to angle RPO. Okay. So this is also CPCT. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. So here itself the proof is over, but as a separate statement I have given there. So next time onwards, whenever you will say like these two angles equal, means there is a circle, there are two tangents, like this from the same point, say P. Then if we join this center with the point, then the two angles will be formed here at the point P. Those two angles are equal. So we will be able to say on the basis of this theorem, tangents from an external point of a circle are equally inclined to the line joining the point and the center. This is the meaning of this theorem. So proof I will not give because proof is already given in second theorem. Okay, this is there. That proof itself we can write. Only you have to write the last line that I have shown, that angle QPO is equal to angle RPO. RPO because CPCT. You have to change the to proof part. To proof part is this one, and proof last line is this one. The rest of the things will remain same of theorem 2 only. So the same thing you can repeat in theorem 3 also. Okay now? So the radius R of an incircle of a triangle ABC is given by, this is another theorem, say theorem 4. Okay, so we can use this theorem in some problems, problem solving. So the radius R of an incircle of a triangle ABC is given by 2 times the area of triangle ABC by perimeter of the triangle ABC. What is the meaning of it? Let me explain to you. Incircle means what? There is a circle inside a triangle. That circle is called incircle. Provided all the sides of the triangle touched by the circle. Like this. Suppose I draw outside this a triangle. Okay. This is a triangle. So triangle A, B, C. So here is the center O, and this circle has touched all the sides of the triangle. And this circle's radius is suppose R, and this relation, how this radius is related to the area of the triangle and perimeter of the triangle. This relation tells about that. Means this radius length will be equal to twice the area of the whole triangle divided by perimeter of the triangle. We can give the proof of it. Here I have written the given part. In figure, O is the center of the incircle. What is the meaning of incircle? I told you. Incircle of a triangle means a circle inside a triangle, provided all the sides of the triangle touched by the circle. Okay, that is incircle. So O is the center of this incircle of the triangle ABC. So, and here we are asked to show that R is radius. R is radius of incircle. And we are going to prove that R is equal to twice the area. AR full stop means area of triangle ABC divided by perimeter of triangle ABC. See, we can proceed for the proof, but before that I want you to do this construction work. Join the center O with B, C and A. Join like this, which A. That means dividing the whole triangular area into 3 areas. One is the area of AOB. This area I mean One is the area of this triangle, area of this triangle again, area of this triangle. So here three areas, AOB, BOC and COA. Okay. So now we write the proof here. Oh, sorry. Construction you have to mention. OA, OB, OC and OC are joined. Proof. Area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC can be divided into three areas. Area of AOB plus area of BOC plus area of COA. Like this you can write. So area of ABC as area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC. So area of the whole triangle ABC I have written as a sum of the three areas. Now area of this one AOB, half into base into height. For AOB, let us consider AB as base. So half into base AB into height. Height will be here, you see. This is from this center, if I touch this line AB, then this will be height. Why? Because this is radius, and radius is perpendicular to a tangent at the point of contact. So this is point of contact. So radius will, because this line will be now tangent for the circle. Why tangent? Because it has touched the circle at a point. So that's why at this point, that's why this line will be tangent. That way this line also is tangent, this line also is tangent. All the three sides of the triangle will become now tangents. So and radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. So that's why half into base into, this is height. So R is radius, height. No, this is height. Next, for this triangle BOC also same way, write the area. Half into base, BC is base, into height, this one, R, this is the height. So this is the height into R. Plus area of triangle AOC. Same way, write half into base AC into height, this is R. Okay, so into height R. So here for all these three triangles, height is R only, means radius of the circle is height, because radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Okay, so this angle is 90 degree, that's why you can say radius is height. Okay now, so now here you see throughout this whole statement, one thing you have noticed, I think common thing, what is that? Half into R, half into R, half into R, half into R. So these terms we take as common factors. Half into R is common, into bracket. From here what will be left out? What is left out here? AB plus here BC, plus another side AC, bracket closed. So half into R into AB plus BC plus AC. AB plus BC plus AC, sum of the three sides of a triangle, is called perimeter of the triangle. So we can say it is half into R into perimeter of triangle ABC. So what was our starting line? Our starting line was area of triangle ABC. So we have got, therefore, area of triangle ABC as equal to half into R into perimeter of triangle ABC. From here, if we transpose this 2 and perimeter to the left hand side, there will be R now. So R can be isolated from here like this. R will be equal to 2 is coming here. So it will be 2 into area of triangle ABC. This will come down here, it will be below this. So perimeter of PER full stop means perimeter, understand that way. Perimeter of triangle ABC. So this is very useful theorem plus formula. As a formula we can utilize this. Okay. In our next class we will see some application of this theorem and the previous theorems. Thank you students. Have a nice day.